was literally just saying how it was too quiet, too calm at work, too behaving. I knew it! I knew I freaking jinxed it! I knew it! Rocky's back at her old shit. Granted, she found a new way to try and fuck me over now. She's trying the sneaky evil route. So now she has begun bold-faced lying about me and trying to claim that I don't check in with her before leaving the shifts. Now, ever since the day that the main boss told me that I need to, about 10-15 minutes before the end of my shift, check in with whichever manager is on shift, or is on duty that shift, ask if there's any last-minute things they need me to do them, and then check in again before I go, I have done that every single time. So when he told me that he had to have a little chat with me because Rocky said that I was not doing that and had just taken off again, it kind of, took me by surprise because I was like, what the hell are you talking about? That didn't happen. I have witnesses who are right here who can back me up that I very much did check in with her. And thank God they remembered and were able to back me up on this and call out her bullshit. And he was like, okay, well, I mean, just say it. It's not like it's come to a write-up or anything yet, but yeah, you need to be doing that. I'm like, well, again, I have people who saw me do the thing. I always do the thing. You know, when you're on shift, I always do it with you. Steph can attest. Pretend I didn't just say a name. She can attest that I always do. I don't know what Rocky's deal is with me, but I very much checked in with her too. I really don't want any drama. I don't want any trouble with her. I have been trying to be on my best behavior with her. I don't know why she's doing this, but I swear to you, I mean, if you check, the security tapes from that day, you can see that I very much went and I tracked her down to check in with her, both times. I have people here who were there when I checked in with her, who remember that I checked in with her. They can back me up on this, so I really don't want to be getting in trouble for something that I'm not, rather, that I am doing that she says I'm not doing, you know? So, he said, okay, well, as long as you're actually doing it, there's not a problem. I'm like, okay, can we, impose some kind of a system here as, a backup to prove that I am telling the truth? Could she sign off on my, clock out stubs? Could I, record the conversation as I am checking in with her each time, including the time and the date on them? Anything to, give me, a safety net here to prove I am doing the thing? And he claims that for right now, that's not necessary, but that if this keeps happening, if she keeps claiming this, and she's the only one claiming it, that, yeah, maybe we'll think about doing something like that, just to see who's honest and who's not. Given I'm the one who's being honest, I'm not too worried. I'm just pissed off that apparently she has now proven herself to having no issue bold-faced lying about me to try and get me in trouble. And what it seems to me is that it seems like she's trying to do anything she sees in, the long run could feasibly get me fired. It's like, you fucking bitch. But, I'm still doing everything in my power to be as nice as I can to her, to do everything she asks. When she says jump, I say how high. I don't get what the damn problem is. She's just a friggin' bully. So, again, I've been making it known to every single other coworker there, ever since this went down, that this is a thing that's happening. So whenever she's the one that's on shift, when I'm about to leave, I want you to watch and take note that I am checking in with her, so that in case it comes down to it, I can have Erin ask you, did I check in with her? And all of you can prove that I did. She's a lying cunt. And given that they all hate this chick too, I mean, they have no problem doing so. I think there's maybe one girl there who likes her, but at the same time she has no reason to dislike me. She's like, okay, that's no problem. So, I have witnesses. At least last night while I was there, both the main boss and Rocky were there. So he was able to see, again, how the two interact. But I was like, dude, telling you, she's the one that's being the problem, not me. I'm doing everything you ask. He's like, I know, my hands are tied. I mean, seniority of position, but at the same time, I'm trying to be as fair as I can until proven otherwise. Which, I mean, I get it. I get it. It sucks that I am the one in the lower position and that she is automatically believed above me, but I'm trying to give as many opportunities to see that, hey, she's abusing that position that she's got. I'm being honest and real with you on everything here. Like, you might want to, like, keep a closer eye on her or have some kind of, like, actual system in place here, because if she's fucking me over, I promise you I'm not the only one she's screwing over. She may be doing it in smaller, sneakier ways, but yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So, if it's not one headache, it's another with this bitch. And while some of you are going, dude, seek revenge. No, no, no. I don't want that karma. No, no. So I wrote HR another little email, letting them know that this is also a thing. So I'm just, at this point, any little infraction with her, I will continue to report to HR, and I'm just going to sit back and wait and see how long it takes. Because I am quite certain that it won't be long. It won't. Especially in addition to the incident with the oven. It shouldn't take long. So, I'm just like, okay, I just gotta hang in there. And just trust that they'll do what they're there to do. So, yes, it's like that. So, it's okay, I don't need anybody stepping up on my behalf yet to submit shit. I'd rather do it one-on-one myself with them for the time being. But if it should come down to it, I'll let you guys know. But anyways, it's just a freaking headache that shouldn't be one in the first place, but it is. But I did get to try out the position of runner for the first time, which was cool. I mean, some would call it server, but it's not really a server. It's kind of like, after the things come out of the oven, after they've been boxed up and they're put on the counter, now you have to match up the order stubs with what came out, double check and make sure everything's correct on it, make sure all the items for this order are together, and then either, depending on if it's for somebody there, bring it to them. If it's for a takeout order, then you put it on the takeout table. If it's an internet order, those go on a rack. And if it's, what is it called? The one where you drive up and get it. I can't think of it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The ones where you drive up and they bring it out to you. You call them, ask where they're parked at, and you bring it out to them. Actually, I've only gotten to do it once so far, but it was a lot of fun. Sadly, I don't think it'll be a daily position for me, but I mean, at least it's one in the rotation now for sometimes. So that was kind of cool, getting to test that out, at least for half a shift, and then he switched, I guess, at like the midpoint in the day, they switch who's on what position, and initially I was annoyed, because I was like, oh, I was just getting a feel for it, but then when I really thought about it, it does make sense that it seems like at night, it's always one dude who is always that position, and given that some of them are ones you have to go out to the parking lot, it makes sense to have a big dude be the one to go out in the dark and do that than, you know, a teeny tiny little woman. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So, okay, that's fine. The more I thought about it, I was like, actually, that's probably a safety thing, so okay, I can live with that. But, anyways, we had a fundraiser, and it was for the choir at the high school I used to go to. I was like, oh, that's so cool! It's like, I feel almost obligated to, like, buy something just to contribute as well, but I can't buy stuff when I'm also working it, so damn it. But it was still cool just to see that that was actually the one they were doing this week, because we have fundraisers every week, so, which is also cool. But, yeah, it was, like, crazy busy compared to, like, how slow it's been lately. It was like, oh my god, like, not quite the busiest I've ever seen it, but pretty close. But I thought it was kind of cool, though, that since I've been there a month now, that one new girl, the one that I initially was worried, oh my god, am I being replaced already? About, he actually had me more or less trying to, like, mentor her, because he seen me, like, naturally gravitate towards her trying to do it on my own anyway, so now he's, like, just giving me the actual verbal go-ahead. Yeah, I want you to, like, teach her this, this, and this, and help her out with these things, because she's kind of timid and shy. And I'm like, well, so am I. He's like, yeah, but you just kind of jump right in and want to try all the things immediately, where she's scared to. And for some reason, when he said it, I was almost surprised hearing somebody describe me that way. I was like, but I'm like the most timid, scared person ever. But then think about how I am there. It's like, I guess he's right. I guess when it comes to the right stuff, I am jump right in and try the stuff right away. Which is kind of cool thing. I was like, wow, maybe I'm not quite as introverted as I thought. Maybe my sister that said I'm actually like an ambivert or an omnivert. Was it omnivert or ambivert? The one that means both introverted and extroverted at the same time. You're kind of in the middle and can flip-flop on a day-to-day basis. Maybe I am that. Huh. And I thought I was like the biggest introvert in the world. Okay. It's kind of cool knowing that I apparently have made some progress in things over the years. I still feel like YouTube's been a huge part of that, and just getting more comfortable talking to people. Even if it's just through a camera, it has helped. Because before that, yeah, I'd have been shitting bricks at having to do it even once. And even with, like, this one socially awkward dude who came through the line who seemed like he was panic attacking hardcore even at having to order, like, I was kind of the one trying to calm him down. It's like, hey, I understand 100%, because I suffer from social anxiety too. No rush, no pressure. Even if you trip on your words, I'm not gonna judge. It doesn't bother me any. I've done it plenty. And it helped calm him down so much. All the reassurance, like, every step of the way. And he left a big tip for how understanding I was. I was like, wow, I was just trying to be nice, but cool. I wasn't even, like, aiming for getting tips out of it, but yay. So that was cool. A dude with a... Actually, I can't remember. Did I talk about when I was washing the windows and the dude with the little kid that decided to lick the windows as I was washing them came by? If I did, the same dude came in with both his sons. If I didn't tell that story, Cliff's Notes version, one of the days I was working there in the morning and was washing the windows outside, this dude with his little toddler kid came by, and the kid was watching me for a bit, and no sooner had I washed the door, he decided to, like, put his hands on it, and I rewashed it, and then he licked the door, and I went inside because I was frustrated. But anyway, so the same dude came in, both boys this time. I recognized him too as being that guy, and the little kid was, like, so excited to see me in there because he totally recognized me from that day. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. Aww. So both his boys, as little as they were ordering their own pizzas, which was freaking adorable. Made my whole night, even the drama with Rocky aside. But totally made my night. I love it when the little kids come through the line. They're always so cute about it. But I have yet to see a bratty kid. Knock wood. I probably just jinxed it. But all the ones I've seen come through there have been just adorable. But anyways, so that was cool. He also left a big tip for being all patient with them and kind of playful with them every step of the way as I made their pizzas and stuff. So that was also cool. The other workers just, like, look at me like, what the hell? Like, they're used to just, like, dismissing the kids and being like, ugh, kids. I'm like, yeah, you gotta cater to them. Like, what the hell? This is second nature to me, but apparently not to everybody. But anyways, apparently the universe decided to briefly, for a few glimmering moments, reward me for my efforts, because in the entire month I've worked there, I swear, I have not seen one cute guy come through the line. We got two last night that just literally stopped me in my damn tracks. Felt like my heart stopped, like, I stopped breathing for like a few minutes, like, like, oh my god, he's gorgeous. How do I even function level gorgeous? And there was two of them, not even together, at different points in the night. Just like, holy shit, they do exist. They do exist in my town. Oh my god. And one of them is an Aussie. oh my god, if we weren't living in COVID times, if I were allowed to, I would have snuck my number across that bar so fast. But being it's COVID times, this is not the time to be dating. Womp womp. But anyway, I at least got to enjoy the eye candy anyway, so which I appreciated. But anywho, yeah, I actually was primarily up on the line last night. Usually when I'm there at nights, they stick me on the dough machine because I can do it the most quickly and most accurately out of pretty much anyone there, including the experienced workers. But I actually was on the front line last night. Not even doing the online, just doing the actual in-person orders. What just fell down? Everything just fell down. That's cool, because I leaned on it. That's cool. Anyway, so anywho, I don't know, it seems like the longer I've been doing it, the less terrifying it's getting to do it, so there is that. I'm hoping that it continues to get easier and easier, because those first few that I do each time, my heart still jumps into my throat, but once I get past the first few, I'm fine. Which is kind of, honestly, how my social anxiety goes anyway, where it's like, if I can get past the first few minutes, I'm golden. So, there is that. But it does seem to be improving, which I'm happy and excited about. And I'm trying to, like, coach along that one newer girl along with this, too, because she's just like, I don't see how I'll ever be able to do that. I'm like, hey, if you told me a month ago that I'd be doing this and be this comfy with it right now, I would have told you you're crazy. Like, I think it kind of just comes from the doing it over and over thing. But then again, I can only speak from my experience. Maybe it doesn't get easier for other people, but for me, personally, the more I've done it, the easier it's gotten, so I would hope, for her sake, that it'll get easier for her too, but at least she does seem to work faster arranging stuff on there, so even if it doesn't get easier for her, she'll probably most likely get stuck more towards the online orders side of things instead of the front lines, where she'll probably be more comfy if she doesn't get more comfy with the face-to-face stuff, so she'll be okay. I am confident she'll be okay, one way or another, but I have more or less, like, taken this one under my wing. It's like, okay, I will coach you through all of this, because I see a lot of myself in you. I totally 110% get it. Anyway, so, anyways, anything else? I think that might be about it right now. Even though there's drama, it's not crazy bad drama yet anyway, so I'm hoping it won't get to be crazy bad, especially since I am alerting the main boss to the fact that she is a liar, and keep an eye on her. Watch, you'll find out. She is lying and trying to set me up and frame me any way she can pretty much come up with. So, just keep an eye on her, and if need be, please may we instate a system that will protect me from her every whim to do this stuff. So, like I said, for right now, he doesn't feel it's necessary to yet, but if she keeps doing it, we might have to do that. Because, yeah, I think he realizes already, even though I've only been there a month, that just in terms of availability, he kinda needs me, because who else drops everything almost every single time he needs somebody to cover a shift? And no matter what else I have going on, I almost always say yes. I think I've only said no to one so far. Just saying. Virtually no one else there he ever gets a yes out of. So it's like, yeah, he kinda needs me. And I think he knows it, so just saying. It's not even me being full of myself, it's me being realistic, so anyway. And it does seem like he's kind of accelerating the process of learning the new stuff too, because, like, the runner position, the only people I've seen work that position there, I can't remember if I said this in the last video or not, they've been there for like a year and a half for one of them, and about 2 years for the other one. I've never seen anyone else there work that position. So I'm apparently one of, like, a very rare few, because he felt that I have the communication skills and the organization skills necessary for it. That's a pretty high compliment. And it also seems like it very well might be on its way towards, maybe at some point in time, moving up the ladder. Just saying. I live in hope of this one day. I don't expect miracles. It's only been a month. It's only been a month. I know damn well it doesn't happen that fast. But the people who talked about how they were offered promotions and turned it down, some of them haven't even been there a year. So it may not take all that long before one's offered to me. And unlike them, I'll probably take it. Depending on what the demands that come along with it are, I very well might take that. So I know that it means more hours, but more hours means more too. So just saying. So whereas it's like an average, if I think about 25, give or take a few hours any given week right now for me, just like on the same level as everybody else. I think the captain level, which what Rocky is, averages around 30 to 35 a week. If I make it up to the assistant manager level, then you hit full-time, it's weird how they delineate full-time versus part-time. Apparently, they consider 26 hours or above a week as full-time, which is bizarre to me, because everywhere else in the world considers 40 hours a week to be full-time, but whatever. But the only ones who actually get the, 40 hours a week are, our main manager and the assistant manager, so I'm not expecting 40, and frankly, I'm good with not having 40. Let's wait until when and if I'm driving to make that happen, because most of those that have those start at 6 a.m. There is no way on this planet my dad is getting up at, earlier than 6 a.m. to drive me to work. It's not gonna happen. I can barely get him up at 8 a.m. to bring me to work. So, yeah, that would be one potential roadblock that would slow down the climbing the ladder thing, would be the transportation issue, but I think it's why he's already asking about, you could put, a down payment on one for, $1,000. Maybe that's, why he's tossing that out there. I don't know, but it's yeah, but I still have to, get a license. You realize I don't even have so much as a permit, right? So, yeah, there's a bunch of stepping stones in between point A and point B that I'm sure are still a ways off, but it would be nice to think that eventually I might climb this ladder. It is an even nicer thought to think I might eventually surpass Rocky on this ladder. Hell, by the time I get to the same level as her, she might be on, so just saying. What a nice thought that is, too. And for the people who've been around there for, a few months, they say, oh yeah, the, captains come and go from this place a lot. It's really weird, so I'm hoping she will be a bye-bye. Go bye-bye. We can have some other ones. That'd be great. Anyone who's not her, apparently. Because I said literally all of them have been awesome except her. She's the one exception. I'm that somehow doesn't surprise me, and I showed up around the same time as her. Awesome. Oh well. It is what it is. I have to accept it for what it is and work with it, while at the same time trying to protect myself, but work within this system. So, anyways, that's it for this one. So as usual, you guys know what to do. If you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support I messed it up again. Second time today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Why am I failing at this so bad today? Clearly I'm not sleeping enough. If you're not already and you'd like to, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.